Hey everybody, welcome to the Young Entrepreneur Experience. I'm your host for today, Gabriel Quimpo, with my co-host Vedant Sinha, and today
Hi.
we're interviewing Wilmer Lobo. Wilmer, could you tell us a bit about yourself?
Hey, I'm Wilmer. I'm a young entrepreneur wanting to make this happen. I'm the owner of CIAO Clothing, which is an online thrift store. And we have three main points, three main markets, and you're gonna hear the story.
So jumping right into it, um, what's like your background? How did you first come into the business?
So simple. My parents have been in this industry for more than 8 years now. The textile recycling industry, and they have been in the retail industry for over kind of almost 20 years. And so they inspire me and they're my motivation to do what I'm doing today. And they've helped me. And the reason I'm here today is because of them.
Did you do like a lot of thrifting beforehand, like before you
It's always,
started?
it's always been my passion. Like I've always had a passion with clothes. My parents have always owned clothing stores, not here in the US, but in Honduras. So, but I've always had a passion for clothes and like dressing good and all this stuff.
All right. What was the? Oh yeah.
I know. I just wanted to just like, and also just like having that background, just being in like clothing, being in textiles, right? Being in retail in itself, like just like makes running your business, especially like, being an online thrift store, so much easier. But I was wondering, like, what was the most like difficult aspect of that? Because like I saw your website, and like to all the viewers that are watching this right now, you need to check out chowclothing.com.
Thank you.
Like
Yeah.
amazing website, really well made. And like it was really crazy to me because like you're somebody that's like similar to our age, And it's just like you really have this whole thing set up and like this really cool online store. So but like what was the most like difficult part of that for you?
The most difficult part, uh, like I said, was starting with no capital because I started literally with no capital and always, and also not just the age because our age is a limit for like for what we want to do. Like there's always I mean, yeah, like I said, it's the capital. I had to basically gain my supplier's trust. I built a business plan, a perfect business plan, and I had to gain my supplier's trust and tell them that, look, I have these ideas, but I'm not starting with money. So you have to trust me that this is gonna work. And they did trust in me, and that's why I'm here today. They gave me clothes, and I sold that clothes, and that's how I built, and I'm building my capital still.
No, that's really interesting. How did those conversations go? Just because like it's really daunting just to meet with like a huge supplier, Like for like any company. So like what was your like mindset going into that?
Yeah, what helped me a lot was the connections that my parents made in the business. That's why I said that I wouldn't be here without them, because they've been in this industry and they know a lot of people in this industry. So I made the connection through my parents, right? And also not just my parents part, but also my business plan. I had to present a solid business plan with all my concise ideas, all my ideas written on paper. And yeah, that's how it happened. I mean,
That's really interesting how you said that you also couldn't be here with your parents, but you've started from what they gave you and using that foundation just built something up naturally instead of like completely banking on them to give you everything. And I feel like that's something that not a lot of people really do, you know?
yeah, I mean, my dad could have like helped me and could have like just give me everything like the easy way, but he just was there for the knowledge. He was there to like guide me, and he's always there to guide me. But I literally had to build, and I'm building capital still. I'm not all the way. I'm not Amazon yet. I'm not like the huge guy right now, but I'm in the process of scaling my business up, and I'm building the capital the way that he's taught me, which is like selling clothes. You know.
So just like because your clothing company has a really interesting concept, and I just kind of wanted to get to that. What makes your company different? What makes Chow Clothing different from other clothing companies?
So what makes my company different is that we're hitting three different markets at the same time. Usually one business focuses on one niche, right? and they exploit that niche. My business is focusing right now in three different aspects. Our first aspect, we design our first product to hit that first aspect, which is hot picks, which is designed for people that are interested in vintage clothing. Then
Mhm.
the other category that we have, it's bundles, is for people interested in our mission and helping the planet out and buying clothes in bundles, right? And then our third category is hitting or targeting resellers, which is we sell boxes, 50-pound boxes for people wanting to resell clothes
Wait, that's
online, do
actually
their own thing.
crazy. That's actually crazy. That's like so like the way like because like I like we've all grown up around like the era of hype, you know? The era I remember when Kanye West first dropped the Yeezy, like his first Yeezy, right?
I
And
remember.
then I got like introduced to this whole world of reselling, even though I wasn't participating in it, right? You hear about your friends reselling, you hear about this reselling, but it's crazy that you consider that this is a market that needs to be fulfilled, especially just like on the internet, you know? Reselling has always existed, you know, but you capitalized on it, and that's like really crazy to me because like it's like you're hitting vintage clothing, right? You're hitting sustainability goals, and then you're hitting people who want to buy and resell the clothes. So you're literally a wholesaler, an individual, like a regular retail sailor, and then you're also doing an environmental mission, which is crazy. This is crazy.
Thank you. Thank you.
Jumping off on that, um, did you always have these three goals in mind when you started, or like what's changed since you first started your company?
Our values are still the same. Our values haven't really changed. We still believe in friendly working but hardworking environment. Um, and we still stand by our mission. That's why I started this business. First of all, I started this business with the focus on helping with the textile industry, like with this textile waste, right? And that's still our main value. That's still our main goal, is to reduce textile waste and help as much as possible by making people use clothes and making people not like fast fashion as much.
Yeah, I think like I feel like people don't even know how bad fast fashion is as like an issue, you know? Like
Yeah.
I think just like if you ever bought anything like from H&M or anything like that, it deteriorates super quickly or it goes out of season and then you just throw it. Then people end up throwing it out. But it's usable clothing, you know? And like it doesn't even like account for like the fact that like how much is being produced within for each clothing item. And it's just like I feel like you need like having companies like yours like just like it like allows for that sustainability to continue happening, you know?
Yeah, we want to contribute. Like each American household throws on average like 85 pounds of clothing a year. And if we add that with all the Americans that there is, that's like millions and millions of pounds of clothing being thrown away into
Mhm.
landfills as pollution. So we clearly yeah, I want to get people involved, like,
No,
like,
that's like yeah, like finish your thought.
yeah, like I just want to get people involved and like to help as much as possible with this issue because it's actually a big issue, you know.
Mhm. No, yeah, like yeah, I mean 85 pounds a year and then times like 400 million people is like billion is literally like
Yeah.
billions of
It's
pounds,
crazy.
billions of pounds. Yeah, but going off on that, you talked about like we've heard a lot about like how you scaled up and like you like decided to hit these three different markets, but what was the most difficult like decision you made as a businessman?
Well, uh, currently I'm working, and I'm making all my operation happen in under 2,000 square feet. And my goal for scaling up is like move on to a bigger location, make operations bigger. And back to your question to what's the biggest challenge I face as a business owner, it's basically having to cut spendings when I need it. And thank God I made that decision because I started child clothing with a partner, but that partner decided to leave right before my company started to kind of blow up. And when he left, I decided to cut spendings. We were spending too much money on marketing. We realized that too late. It's been like a learning curve. Like you go and learn, and I cut my spendings on marketing. I had to cut my payroll, and that was a hard decision because I only work with I've worked with friends, so it was a hard decision to tell my friends, look, like I can't work with y'all right now at the moment because the business has like entered into like red numbers and I have to like bring it back up, so it was a hard decision, but it was a good decision for me to make. And I'm glad I took that decision because now I am where I am because I took that decision 6 months ago. And,
And like to like all our viewers out there, this is a lesson that people learn when they're like 40 or like
Yeah.
41. You know, like you learn this stuff like when you're like, and this is like what I mean. Like if you are like an entrepreneur, if you are like in this mindset, like you have to be willing to make that sacrifice, you know? And like that's crazy, like Wilmer, that's really crazy that like you're working with your friends, and like I can't imagine, like it's like even for me, it's really hard to be like, oh yeah, like I'm sorry, man, like we can't do it this way, or like I'm sorry, we have to shift our focus away from this. Like you have to think of the bigger picture,
I
and I
had to
think
put
that's
the
like,
business first,
no, yeah, like it's crazy that like we like we can talk about like how capitalistic and everything like all like the whole intricacies of that, but it's crazy that like within like our current economy, like we have to like kind of like to be successful, we have to learn these like things, we have to make these decisions now, you know?
That's
Like
right.
I've said this before, like I feel like we're doing what people 20 years ago were telling like 40-year-olds to do, you know? And
Yeah,
like they're telling us to do it now as 20-year-olds. So it's crazy like how everything's like like going so much more faster than ever before.
yeah. I mean, amazing. It's good for us.
It
Super.
really is. We get to learn right now instead of having to learn when we're double our age right now.
Yeah, that's
Right.
true. But like what was like that's like really interesting. Like you talked about like you're spending too much on marketing. Like I feel like okay, in this world, right? We're there's all these social medias, right? There's TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. Facebook's not even used as much anymore, but there's also LinkedIn, and there's so many other things, right? And then you could put clothes on Grail, and then like all this stuff. So I want to ask you because like you actually brought up a really interesting notion. What did you feel like was too much like marketing? Because we live in a social media world, right? And like everything I've read on blogs is like social media marketing, social media marketing. So like, what was that experience like for you to come to that conclusion?
So my thing was that I started working with a media agency way too soon when I didn't need to start working with a media agency. What I did was that since I didn't want to worry about the marketing aspect of my business, the first thing I did was like go hire someone to go do it. What Gary Vee said, if you can't do it, find someone to do it.
Right,
So I
exactly.
did that. But the thing is that they were charging me way too much for everything that I wanted to do. And it was just basically Facebook marketing, and everything was focused over Facebook marketing. And she was doing a little bit of email marketing, and she was like charging so much a month for that. So I made the decision to, like cut the spendings and learn. The first thing I did was I bought me a course and submerged into that course for the next, like for the first 3-4 weeks. I finished the course, and I feel that that course helped me so much and like didn't make me lose time. A lot of people are not willing to buy courses because they think, oh, I'm gonna make this guru richer than he already is. But no, it's not like that. They're gonna like literally make you not lose time and focus. Like they literally give you the short road to take literally when you take a course. And that's what I did. Took the
No, you
Facebook marketing course, literally changed my whole life. And now I'm the one like doing the Facebook marketing, and I'm like really good at it, thank God. And yeah, that's how I've been making my sales. And that's how I make sales every day with Facebook marketing. Right now, I just don't want to focus on Facebook marketing. Like I said, like everything is like a learning curve. And my next move, I feel that it's going to be learning about Google marketing, learning about Pinterest marketing, which is I already am. I started last week.
know.
And yeah, everything like I'm just submerging to the marketing and learning myself so I can do it myself and I can cover that aspect of the business myself. And then I have 5 other people. Like I said, I had to cut my spending, restructure my whole business, and then I just have 5 people with me included. I'm the marketing guy, and then the other 4 people are in charge of like different sections of my business, and like we literally make it work with just the 5 of us.
Mm. No, that's really cool. Like, I feel like you were talking about like courses and stuff, and like I think like just taking a course just makes you like super dynamic as an individual. You know,
Yeah.
like you just purely like what like no matter how much it like helps your business, right? Just you as an individual taking a marketing course, that will stick with you. You know, like there's like for example, like I'm taking an Excel course right now because like you need to like it's a good idea to learn like Excel for like marketing, counting, anything like that. And it's like it also makes me like a better like employee, employer, whatever. Like it makes me a better like fit into whatever area that I try to go into. And like I think it's really interesting how you had to really be like, okay, I don't need this. Like especially with with the Facebook marketer, you're like, okay, I don't need this. Even though they are providing some value, you like it's I
And
think it's really
they were making me crazy sales. They were making me like so much money. But the thing is to like, they were making me money, but I was spending a lot of money, you know? So that's not how business works. You know, you have
it's
to,
crazy.
yeah.
No,
Yeah.
like I feel like if I was in your position, bro, like it'd be very like that'd be so difficult for me to like really realize, okay, like I'm making a lot of money right now, but I'm also losing more money than doing that. You know, because like if you're doing crazy sales, right? Like I remember like I know like going through a lot of blogs, like I know like some people talk about their first sale or like their first purchase, right? And I feel like if you're making crazy sales, you're like, oh, I'm doing really well. I'm doing really well. And it makes you lose sight of the big picture. So,
Excited. You get trapped in that thought, you know? You get really excited. You get about like, oh, I'm seeing like X amount of sales, you know, so I can like spend this money and like do all this crazy stuff. But you can't do that because gross sales is not your actual money. It's not yours. It's, you know, you can touch your money once it's profit. But once you see sales every day, for example, if you see $1,000 a day in a business, that's not your money. That's gross sales, you know? And it was hard for me to understand that in the beginning, but now I do, and that's understanding that has helped me, you know, like make that type of decisions.
no, that's like, no, you're really like, I like the phrase that you use. It's not your money when it's like, it's just the gross. It's not yours. It's only yours until it's profit.
Yeah.
And like I feel like a lot of it like a lot of people a lot of entrepreneurs don't understand that's the carryover to make like that makes you successful. Like you need to like you can't look at things as individual cogs. Like you have to analyze them, but you have to fit them all together to form this like engine, you know?
Hmm.
But yeah, like
Do you have any like other plans for the future? Like, do you see this as like an emerging market?
Of course, this is an emerging market. This has so much potential and it's proven itself. Like I'm literally just doing Facebook marketing. I'm not doing fully on marketing. Another thing that I wanted to say, I'm kind of focusing on TikTok, but not as I should. So every business guy should focus on TikTok and taking courses. Like everybody should be doing that. But
dude, like
I'm gonna put all my energy into TikTok and you know, like just make this grow because just with Facebook marketing, I'm making like a lot of money right now and just
Hmm.
not doing it like I should. Like I feel like I could be doing so much better, but this has so much potential and my goal is to like, you know, be the go-to place in Houston for textile recycling,
mhm. No,
like
that's
vintage clothing, etc., etc. Anything related to textile recycling, I want to be the go-to in Houston. That's my goal.
That's
that's
really sick.
no, that's fire, bro.
Yeah.
Dude, I like how you said like every businessman needs to look at TikTok right now because I think like the way it works, like the way like the app is really crazy, you know? Just like on like how like
When I was starting, like I created this video and it went viral. Just of one video, I
Mhm,
made like 18K, one video going viral.
mhm.
Well, that's crazy potential on TikTok. But
Yeah.
the thing is that you don't have control when you go viral. You know, that's the only thing. You just have to be consistent with it and post every day. I'm having trouble with that because I just have 5 people, and I like we're gonna make it work eventually. But yeah, that's the goal to like post on a daily on TikTok. And I say it to everybody. Just do
No,
it.
because like I know exactly what you mean because there's accounts with maybe like 1,000 followers on it, but they'll have one video with 40K views.
Or like
You
a
know?
million,
I have
stuff like that.
I have 2,000 followers. I think 2,500 followers, and I have a video with 300K views. And then I
That's
have like other
crazy.
two with like 60K, and like so and so. Like so that those videos make me like a bunch of money, but like you don't have control over it when you go viral. You know, that's the thing.
Yeah.
You just
It's
have to
just
be
about being
consistent.
consistent.
It's like a volatile virality kind of thing.
Hmm.
No, but like it's really powerful because if the algorithm picks up your video and then starts putting it on everybody's For You page, it's gonna be seen by like Wilmer said, like 300,000 people. Like I think like also in the way that you convey information through a TikTok, it's really short form, you know, and
Hmm.
it's really like modular. Like you're able to change up. Let's say you want to make a really edited video or make something that's just straight up and descriptive about what you're doing. You have the option to do both in varying degrees, you know? So I do think it's such a huge marketing tool that I think is gonna be like on the rise. Just especially with like how you can convey like how companies like ads are literally better on TikTok.
Yeah.
Like corporate ads are literally better. Like even though
TikTok
that's
really changed the music industry. That tells you something.
dude, that's
Yeah.
so true. That is so true.
That tells you something.
Virality of
For every kind of
songs comes
business.
from TikTok, bro. Like, but yeah. But what was it? I just like it's just crazy to me like the world that we live in. Like the like just like how social media really has changed like the way that we view things. And then now like I just remember making my first Facebook account when I was like 13, right? And then like or not 13, like when I was like not even 13, like 10, when I was like 10 or 11, right? And then slowly adding these social medias and then now like we're working with them. Like I think it's really crazy that like it's become like such an integral process and then especially for your company
E-commerce is the
too.
way to go, man. E-commerce is the way to go. You see,
Mhm.
I was talking to my dad the other day, and it was Christmas Day. Everybody was closed on the 25th. Everybody. Now my e-commerce store. You know, like it's just crazy. Like e-commerce is the way to go.
Yeehaw. Yeah. But so like let's wrap it up here. And I just wanted to say you guys should go check out chowclothing.com.
Thank
It's CIAO Clothing, and a lot of great products. Like Wilmer said, he definitely could hit your niche, whether you're just trying to buy recycled clothes, being sustainable, whether you're trying to get like vintage clothing, or whether you're trying to resell. So please visit this site. Great website and great company.
Hmm.
Thank you. I'll also I'll be posting blogs and teaching people like my ways and how I do my stuff and how I've gotten to where I am today. So like y'all can just not like go look for clothes. If y'all want to go learn something, y'all can do that too. So check us out.
All right. Yeah. Okay. So this has been the Young Entrepreneur Experience. I was your co-host today with Gabe, with my other host Gabe, and thank you so much, Wilmer, for coming.
Thank you for having me, guys. Thank you for the
Thank you, dude. Thank you.
I'm gonna